student in Philadelphia, PA. I was born in Thailand, but my parents are from Laos. I came here when I was, I believe, 4 months old.
I'm Filipino by birth and Americanized. I grew up in Woodside, Queens, and I'm currently living there, pursuing a degree as a pharmacist. I'm trying to get my PharmD on.
I'm originally from Hong Kong. I came here like when I was 10 to 11 years old, and I've been living in New York City ever since. I have 3-4 uncles and aunts and cousins. They can be really pain in the ass sometimes. And I was never really that close to any of them. Part of me is that they haven't earned the right to know who I am. For me, the way I feel is, since you don't know anything about me, so why should you to know my sexuality too?
This goes with that whole being Asian. You know, Filipinos are, I think, one of the worst, if not the worst, when it comes to accepting gay people, because we basically make fun of them in movies, and you know, we talk about them behind their backs, even though they're our neighbors and we're friendly and that. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum, being like straight or straight-ish, and people tell me, "Oh, that guy is such a homo," and this and that. I can't believe it.
Well, in high school, I don't want to sound conceited, but I was the it boy. I was the cool kid. I was friends with everybody, and some of them were anti-gay, if you want to say it, and I didn't want them to look at me differently or hate me. There's a big population in my country of gay population, but they're more seen as character. They're not really seen as people. They're drag queens. They're stage. They're pretty much, I would say, freak shows or whatnot. In Laos language, Gatui means gay, and it just sounds such like a dirty word. It also can be used as dirty. It can also be used as many other nasty words that go along with it. Especially in my situation, because I do perceive myself as being somewhat normal, and that would be good for people to see that we're not. A lot of people have perceptions that we're drug addicts, prostitutes, whatnot. We're really promiscuous, and I have values myself. I'm still a virgin. I plan on staying that way until I find the right person in my life that I plan on being monogamous with. That's what I want people to see, that I have values. I have, moral, ethical views, and I'm not what they all think that gay people are about.
And my main motivation is myself. And when I look at my parents, I don't want to lie to them in front of their face all the time about where I'm going, who my friends are. I can't even introduce them to my friends. That's my main motivation, and I don't want to be ashamed of my friends or who they are, or much less myself,
The friendship that we share and the history that we share, they're the most important people to me. They're even more important to me than my family, because they've always been the one who's supporting me, and they are the one who always be there for me for all these years. So that's why I feel the need to tell them, and it's also part of their right to know who I am. It was a struggle for me for coming out to them at first, but then again I come to realize that I've been their best friends. They've been my best friend way before I start to worry about my sexuality. That's why I came out to them, and it's also a great feelings of let that fears go. It feels like you just drop a huge rock off your back, and that relief is feel great. and knowing that they are still being there for you is even more pleasurable.
Well,
Because
my sister, she's really open-minded. A lot of her friends growing up were gay, lesbian, bisexual, so I was really comfortable while coming out to her. And I recently actually just came out to my brother about a year ago. That didn't really go too well. He said some things in the past that when I told him that now I choose not to acknowledge him, and when we're in the same room together, we really don't acknowledge each other. So it's pretty rocky when it comes to our relationship with each other.
Well, basically, that night that I came out, things were kind of quiet, and I said, "Go ahead, ask questions," and she did. And the first thing she asked me was, "So does this mean you're gonna dress up as a girl?" I said, "Hell no." Except maybe Halloween once. No, I'm still gonna be your son the same way. And what's funny is that she's very trying to be supportive of it. When she came back from the Philippines, she was on vacation for like 3 weeks. She brought me the most colorful beach shorts. She's very supportive and catering, I guess, to the way I live my life.